2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Castro. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Now this throw caught left side. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. How about that? Their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Dragons are on the board first here in Vegas.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, Nelson spaced out right. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Porter. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Langford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Looking to throw on second down. Langford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Houston set to take over. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Lawrence. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Langford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Caldwell. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Langford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Lawrence. And the Raiders have got him. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Caldwell, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Langford. He finds his man. Complete. It's Shelton. His first catch of the game. Good for 11 and a 1st down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. It's Caldwell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Langford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. It's complete to Drake. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Dragons. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
On first down, Caldwell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Langford. Shoves him aside. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Off the bootleg, Langford. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 13-yard line.
I need the end zone or I'm going home.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Castro. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
Get in right now, boys. Don't mean stop. Let's go. Oh, we can see the ball.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I feel like my man Old Mo momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second down, it's Caldwell.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he hits Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Langford. Home in here. Caldwell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be stopped right there at the 21. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Gets past one man. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Mile High City, Jacksonville, making the trek from sea level to 5,200 feet to take on Denver. And it's the Jags who have the lead as that one's gone to halftime. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. Tua Tagovailoa, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Titans get back over 500 as they win their second in 3 tries. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. For this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, Patty, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Caldwell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's That's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Langford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll run on 1st down. Caldwell. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Langford. He finds his man. Complete. It's Castro. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Operating from the gun. Langford. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Yeah, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1. They go play action with Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They run the option left with Lawrence. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. On play action, Lawrence. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Dragons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Raiders. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to.
Field position here following the interception, and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
Houston's offense taking over again.
They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Don't let him rush. Keep it moving.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's long, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. One of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Following the fumble recovery, Langford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Langford. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Langford. Quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Castro. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Langford. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll look to throw again. It's completed to Caldwell. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Caldwell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Langford being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston set to take over. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 28-yard line.
He finds his man complete. That's Drake. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dragons.
Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They need 2. Here's third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Up the middle they go. Long. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll run again. Fighting off the defender. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Hands it off out of the gun. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.